and welcome to another book review on my channel. Today's book is Churchill Tank 1941 to 1956 All Models from the Haynes Owner Workshop Manual series written by Nigel Montgomery. The Haynes Owner Workshop series is a series of books that developed from do-it-yourself manuals for cars and motorcycles and the like, and at some point they thought, hey, why not do something like this on other vehicles, historical vehicles like tanks or planes and ships. So these books usually give an overview over the vehicle and its history, but also have an element of talking about actually owning the vehicle in question, although that is maybe quite unlikely for the average citizens, but hey, quite an interesting aspect maybe nonetheless. So let's now have a look at the book in question. As it says on the cover, the book deals with an insight into owning, operating and maintaining Britain's Churchill tank during and after World War II. The book is then structured into 7 chapters, and the first part of the book deals with an overview of the history, development to use of the Churchill, also talking about the different marks, the different variants of it, and also touching on the weapon system the weapon systems that it employed. After that, there's a look at the so-called funnies, that is specialized Churchill variants or variants on the Churchill chassis, for example, for bridge laying and so on. Then there's a Churchill at War chapter that deals with important campaigns that Churchill took part in, and some reports about how it performed and what the problems maybe were. And then the book kind of pivots away from that towards a more technical view at the Churchill as a machine. The Churchill is then dissected into its parts, and we can see a lot of details about some component parts, some more, some less. And there also is the very interesting aspect that the actual restoring of an old Churchill tank is looked at in detail, because the author actually took part in such restorations of Churchills and has apparently an extensive knowledge about it and quite a few photographs to show in this book. The book really profits from this knowledge by the author. That part of the book really makes the title, Owner's Workshop Manual, it justifies that title, because it really is a look at restoring and owning that tank, because also there's a lot of information on actually owning it, like there's a lubrication schedule on so how often do you have to lubricate different parts of the tank when you're actually using it. So I don't really have any negative points regarding the book, and so I will just start with the positive ones. I really like that there are many original photographs, drawings and reports in the book. I also like that the book in one package discusses so many different aspects of the tank, from its development to different variants, technical specifications and technical details, towards actually using the tank and owning the tank. It's a very nice package. What I think makes this book special is that there are some original reports put into here, so we can actually see in the words of the users back then how they perceived the tank, how they wanted to use it, or how they found out to best use the tank. And then by the reports of some of the crew who use this, we can also get a very nice picture and insight into the human side of this tank or the uses of this tank. So, final verdict. I think this book is a very good introduction to the Churchill tank and all its different aspects. Especially beginners can, I think, pick up this book and get a lot of information and then start studying on other aspects that they are maybe interested in. For example, using the bibliography at the end of the book to get some further reading material. But also tank nerds will find some new information, I think. We'll find some specialized information, especially on how to restore a Churchill, or the different aspects of different technical components of the Churchill. And so I think for that reason, and for all the photographs, drawings and reports in it, it is also beneficial to get the book as a tank nerd, just like I am myself. Especially considering the, at the moment, quite low price of around £10. So, solid recommendation for buying from me. For further reading material in this vein, I can point you towards the other Haynes manuals and Haynes Owner Workshops manuals that they did on, for example, the Panther, the Abrahams and so on. They're also quite interesting, and I will do videos about them in the future. If you want an introduction, a low-grade introduction into tanks overall, I can recommend the Tank book, which was done by the Bovington Tank Museum, or the Tank Museum Bovington, a few years ago, and on which I also already did a video. At this point, thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day, have fun reading, goodbye.